Listen, Ebro in the morning. Joe Budden is here with Laura Stiles and Rosenberg, and Joe Budden coming off of a festive week last week. It was very festive around Joe Budden's name.
Was it festive?
What?
Not how you would use the word festive?
Nah, I think a festive family.
Celebration.
Food, fun.
Good times.
Yeah, I wouldn't call that festive.
What would you call it?
I don't know if I can find the correct
The Meek
adjective.
Nicki backlash of you.
Was it backlash?
It was a backlash, because here's why. In a joking fashion, commenting as a rapper who's a fan of another artist, saying that their relationship in public made you sick, basically. I'm paraphrasing.
Joking, though.
Jokingly, right?
Mm-hmm.
Turned into people criticizing your past, basically.
Well, that's what people do today.
But that's what it is.
Yeah, you got to expect
So
that.
I use the term festive because it was definitely an uproar of sorts. And entertaining for those of us that weren't in your shoes.
It was entertaining for me. I mean, let's not. That wasn't my first rodeo. So I mean, that was entertaining. That was cute.
Yeah.
At any point, did it actually bother you? Because you are a pretty thick-skinned dude. It didn't get to you.
No, the barbs didn't really come heavy like that. He can't send the barbs.
She has to
gotta
send.
send
She
them.
has to send the boy.
But the barbs were sprinkling through. They
Like
tried.
30 of them.
That's not real. That's not the real barbs.
I'll tell you about real barbs. It ain't that.
Yeah, he knows. If
It's
anyone knows,
endless.
he knows.
It's endless. When it's real, that's why I keep saying Deanna's like, oh my God, the internet's on fire. I'm like, you don't know what the internet on fire means.
No.
Yeah, Pete's got some experience.
Yeah.
When it comes,
Yeah.
it comes. It really comes. So it wasn't like that.
No, it was a good, entertaining way to bring in my 4th of July. Because that happened July 3rd. So.
But then Meek goes on another radio station, our competition, and says that Joe Budden is a fucking cornball.
Did he use the F word?
No, he didn't.
What did he actually
he
say?
say?
He said corny.
Corny. Sorry.
Yeah, I've been corny for
Different.
a long time.
But that didn't make you feel no type of way either.
That wasn't a revelation. that wasn't shocking at all.
So now you're here. You got new music on the way, which we're going to launch.
New album.
Which
New podcast.
Which I'm calling the Times Square Proposal Holding Hands Song of the Century.
Why?
Because isn't that what I mean? This is a love song from Joe Budden. This is Joe Budden at his finest in love.
That's what the problem is with you media people, with you radio folks. Every single song that has anything to do with the opposite sex, you guys just think it's about Tahiry.
No, not at all.
So why are we? So this song could be about Deborah from Uptown. Why would we be?
All right, what's the song about?
Why would we be associating this with another woman we proposed to on a
No,
TV
I
show?
don't think it's about her. I'm just saying it's about love, and it's about your ex, and it's about.
Why you keep saying ex?
It's not about his ex.
So why don't we let him talk about the song?
First of all, I'm not gonna tell you that. Number one, but number two, my album is called All Love Lost, right?
Okay.
We did No Love Lost 2 years ago. Then we did Some Love Lost, the EP, and now this album is called All Love Lost. And I'm speaking to a lot of different women.
Got it.
That's the theme of this album. So while you'll hear it, and most people, because Tahiry is the one with the most notoriety, would just say, "Oh, he's talking about her." I'm talking about a lot of different people, even some people that I have very insignificant relationships with.
Quick bang outs.
Yeah, because that's what I thought. Like, you get in these relationships with women, and for me anyway, I always put a song out or something out. But shit, I got a lot to say to people that really don't matter too. So I mean, let's talk to all of them. Everybody get a verse. Everybody get a bar. Everybody gets it. Everybody gets it. Yeah.
What's the name of the record?
This record is called Broke.
Broke. And this specific record is about what type of broke? Like, it's not having money, but it's about heartbreak.
Yeah, you could say that. That's a nice PC way to say that. Why you give me the Ebro look?
I'm just wondering. It was mad vague. Like, I'm trying to get some specifics. We're gonna play the record right now, so we'll all get to hear it.
We could play the record. The record is very detailed. It's extremely graphic. There certainly is no holding back. So when you hear the record, you get a pretty good idea of the type of relationship and pitfalls that we're talking about.
Yeah. Let's get it on right now. This is an exclusive, and we're launching. This is Joe Budden's single, Broke. Anybody featured on this record? Production? Anybody you want to shout?
No, me.
You did the beat.
Yeah.
He did it all.
I did the hook. I did the beat. I did everything.
Your album's out September 25th?
No, we're doing October 9th.
October 9th.
October 9th.
We're doing October 9th.
Let's get into it. Joe Budden broke on Hot 97.
We broke like skeletons.
It's been a while.
Loving to the bone.
We ain't talked, we ain't seen each other.
So delicate from hanging on too long.
Maybe that's how it's supposed to be.
Nothing left to hide.
Maybe this is fake.
Nothing left to show. We broke like skeletons.
Maybe we'll never know.
Loving to the bone.
I mean, we started with love. The beginning was magical, then it ended abrupt. How's it us that this happened to? Was it all just a lie? How was none of it factual? Even in our demise, it seems I'm always attached to you. They said if you let it go, if it's real, it comes back to you. She just called me a thief. I took and never gave back to you. After all that I done, figured you'd have some gratitude. Look how far we fell off. We can't even be casual. Guess we both had times we were being irrational. We both had our minds. How are we not compatible? Say I pushed you out the door and you did what you had to do. Now you play the victim like I wasn't impacted too. Should be a movie star, mind you so good at acting new. You like us as strangers, me I think it's impractical. But she said that she deserves much better for as long as she fought. Guess our bond wasn't as strong as I thought. We'll never know, come on.
We broke like skeletons. Loving to the bone. Our hearts so delicate from hanging on too long. Nothing left to hide. Nothing left to show. We broke like skeletons. Loving to the
Ebro in the morning, Laura Styles, Rosenberg. You heard it here first. Joe Budden exclusive. Broke. He produced the beat. He wrote the song. He's not shouting anybody out.
Just himself.
That sounds horrible. It does. That sounds
That's why I
horrible.
phrased it that way.
No, the young lady that contributed to the record, she specifically asked to not be featured.
Is that because of the topicality of the song? She didn't want that heat?
Oh, I'm not sure about that. I'm not sure what she has going on and what she has in store. But
Got it.
She asked that of me, so it's the least I
Do you
could
think there's a possibility she didn't want to have be connected to Joe Budden's legacy of women that onslaughts?
No, I don't think that.
Joe, are you the type of guy? Are you
What
usually
is this
cool?
onslaught like? Shut the fuck up, bro.
Are you typically cool with all your exes? Like, do you like to leave things on a positive note when you guys break up?
Definitely.
So for the most part, you're cool with all of them.
I like to stay cool with everybody.
But are you?
I
cool?
get that that's like a bad. That's not the norm.
No, I think that's a great thing.
But I think that's a very adult way to handle things.
of course,
You develop these bonds with people. The least you could do is be amicable.
right. So can we talk about?
Let's talk about Ebro's legacy.
Oh no. We had enough of that.
Yeah, I'm tired of guys with legacies talking about my legacy, and they
But
can just stay discreet in
my
their
legacy ain't always I wasn't a YouTube star. I wasn't on Love and Hip Hop.
You were on Love and Hip Hop.
I'm like,
I didn't have a storyline. I wasn't a part of my
you
lady or
were a
anything.
reoccurring person.
I was on it twice
on Love and Hip Hop.
because of the radio station. They
Nah.
didn't give a fuck about me. They gave a fuck about Hive.
I've seen you more than twice on Love and Hip Hop. I have.
Now you're just getting confused with the Hot 97 show that was also on VH1.
Maybe. Well, still, you've been on television quite a bit.
Listen, my conquests aren't documented like yours.
They're documented amongst some real niggas in New York. Maybe not public. A couple of us real ones know.
Is there something I don't know about?
Listen, bro. No.
Have you guys ever shared?
I'm sure you
Well,
know.
'cause he's
I'm
laughing
sure
real
you know
hard.
about it all.
No, I'm laughing totally his delivery. I don't know anything. That's the impressive part is that I hear about Ebro's legacy from other people, but he's such a fucking secret squirrel creep that I don't know anything. Do you?
Well,
Oh, she does. Laura knows more than I do. I don't know.
but
She does a lot.
much of it, and the reason why it's not out there like that is because they weren't girlfriends. It was literally just rompings.
That doesn't.
Slaughter, onslaughts.
You might be
Valyrian
on
Steel.
You might be on the Mount Rushmore.
You
the,
think?
the New York Mount Rushmore?
Really?
really?
100%.
Wow, what an honor that is coming from Joe.
The New
I'm up
York
for consideration.
The New York Mount Rushmore, yeah, definitely.
You know, when last week Ebro was saying that he.
Wait a minute, time out. What do you mean, ugh?
Ah.
I put in work out here. Don't you dare disrespect me.
Ebro said that.
God.
I think Ebro feels that he has more of a place on the Mount Rushmore than you do.
I wouldn't argue it.
That's because
I don't-
you're modest.
No,
I defended you
Yeah.
and said he's lying.
No, I don't really think I'm this big pimp player that everybody makes me out to be.
Well, that's just because.
I get that that's public perception, but
Well, that's just because your game is unusual.
Well, no, and also he's made people who you didn't know, he's brought them to the forefront, right? Like, you know, I knew Tahiry, you know, she was around, but he put, you know, him being an artist and then the relationship and YouTube made Tahiry a thing on YouTube that then became something. Or what's the other young lady on Couples Therapy?
Kaylin Garcia.
Kaylin Garcia. Like, who knew what Kaylin was before the relationship with Joe? So I think that's also part of it, right? Like, I ain't made anybody famous.
Yeah, but you know these women being with me, of course, added a spotlight. But Tahiri's personality was bound.
Yeah,
to do
no,
that
she carried her own shit
on its
for
own.
Sure.
Kaylin as well, her personality, she was bound to do. Me and her haven't been together for ages, and she's still doing very well out here. So I mean, I don't take very much credit for all that they do and all that they've accomplished.
But you have to admit that you are known for having a certain kind of woman next to you, and that certain kind is usually extremely attractive with a body that's borderline anatomically impossible.
See, I look at it different.
How do you look at it?
I'm known for dating women with character issues.
That may also be true. I don't know well enough.
I don't look at them like these beautiful, amazing creatures. I look at them like very flawed personalities.
But it's you too. You know you have a flawed personality as well.
I don't know that. I have no idea. What is this flawed personality?
How dare
you? Speak
you?
Of? I have no idea what Ebro's talking about right now.
Well, now you're on a therapy show, so obviously you recognize something, and you're on there with Kaylin.
Well, no. Therapy is very helpful. I'm a big advocate of therapy.
I didn't say it wasn't.
No. You alluded to.
No, I said that you recognize that there's something that needs to be addressed, so you're going to therapy.
Well, that's a big misconception. Period. People think therapy, and you think, oh my God, you need help in an area. Something needs to be
but
fixed.
don't we all?
Can I talk?
No, because you're dancing around the topic.
No, I'm not. If you let me get my point out, you'll hear where I'm going. Therapy is just something that should be a continuous thing. It shouldn't be treated like the emergency room. It shouldn't be oh my God, I have something to work on. Let me go to therapy. No, therapy is just good. Period. So I didn't necessarily go there because even though I probably do have a few things to work on, but that wasn't my reason for going. I was going to help her.
So that's why you decided. Because I was going to ask you, why did you decide to do the show with her? So you felt that she needed therapy too, and she was like, "Yes, I'm all about this. Let's do this."
Well, no, she knows she needed therapy. She's very aware of that. That's something she'll come up here and say out her own mouth.
Did she ever have therapy before the show?
No.
So this is the first time.
Yeah.
Wow, and to decide to put it in public, that's a big deal.
Well, and then couples therapy insinuates that you guys are a couple, which you just a second ago said you're not.
We're not a couple.
So why therapy together? Why that decision? And why the show? I mean, I could obviously jump out the window right now and be like, well, you want album promo. She wants promo for her twerk class. It's good promo. But is there something there between you guys?
I didn't even have an album date when I decided to do this. No, and there's not anything between her and I. But I'm a big part of why she needs therapy. So it made sense for me to do it with her.
And because you still see, like you said before about your exes, you want it to be amicable. And you think
that I love and care about the girl. Even I'm sure I won't for at least 3 of those episodes. But outside of that, I want the best for her. I want the best for all my exes.
Well, I wonder if Joe will have quotables like when Ghostface was
No,
on.
he won't.
Not at all. It won't be as entertaining.
I mean, Joe's very entertaining, and he does have quotables. You can't compare him to Ghostface. Joe knows what he's saying. Ghost is it's just words come out, and it can't be controlled. It's the universe.
Ghost was great. Last night I couldn't sleep, and I decided to actually YouTube this couples therapy show because I had never seen it. I've seen Ghostface on it. I've seen Tretch on it here and there. I've seen it in spurts. So I'm watching this show, and I'm like, oh, okay. Let's see what's going on here. It's good to see what I got myself into after the fact.
Yeah, after the fact, when it's being edited right now and you can't do anything about it.
Yeah. Well, you can't edit what you don't give them.
Damn.
True.
You can't edit that.
Just don't forget Caitlin's name on the show. Remember, Ghost used to do that all the time.
Oh my God, he get the name wrong. You know how ill that is?
Ghost is a G. See, I'm not that much of a G. Like people just assume me to be that way, but nah.
But I said very early on when I think it was like maybe the first podcast you did, I said, Joe is the only thing that makes Joe just not the world's biggest fucking rap nerd is the level of vagina that he's capable of pulling. If it wasn't for that fact, he's like just a chain smoking, rap list debating, writing nerd. But you have this quality that, as a result, changes your perception completely.
Well, nerds are in.
That's true.
Nerds are in.
But you're not quite like those.
You're
nerds.
the only nerd that's not in. Like, all the rest of the nerds are in.
But you're not like the average nerd that's in. You're cooler than that average nerd because, as much as you deny it, all other men know the level that you've pulled has been very impressive.
Yeah.
Even though you don't see it that
Yeah,
way.
I don't. I definitely don't. Not at all. I don't give too much credence to these women.
Maybe it's a way of not giving credence to yourself, though, Joe.
Maybe. Well, that's what therapy is about.
What do you think? What do you think is
Yeah.
the craziest trait about you?
The therapist said that my screening process leaves a lot to be desired. And I agree.
What's your screening process?
A pool party.
Are you good at checkers? what games do you like to play again?
Hookah and bachata. Oh, you do bachata? I love you. Get over here.
You really like hookah, don't you? You seem like you could be the mother to a child.
How many party flyers you on? How many party flyers you on?
I'm totally. I'm halfway joking right now. I'm halfway joking.
The bachata's definitely in there. The hookah maybe not.
Bachata's great.
No, what's the board game you love playing out in public?
Monopoly?
Yeah, Monopoly in public too. What if a girl's Monopoly game is just incredible?
No, they don't ever play Monopoly.
Different. You separate it. You separate Monopoly from your personal life.
No, Monopoly I enjoy. These girls are like work.
Can we speaking of games, can we bring back the Joe Budden Spades Championship and will your dad participate again?
I think that people
because people caught feelings. It was a great tournament.
Yeah. Yeah, no. I think
Why did people catch feelings? Why?
Well, they thought him and his dad was cheating, and they probably were, but that's besides the point.
I won the tournament 2 years in a row. Mm-hmm. And then Dwayne Wade had a spade tournament during All-Star, right?
They didn't invite you.
No, Roxy called me to be her partner. She's not the greatest of spade players, but I went up there, and me and her, we were supposed to be in the final, but I made a very epic mistake. We needed 10. We needed 10 on the last hand, and we had 10, but I bid 11 for some reason. But anyway, me and my father, that's my partner. We don't cheat. I think people are afraid to play us now, though.
Mm. Well, because when you play with somebody for a period of time, obviously it doesn't take long to, you just really know them, so you can do things like that, and that's code for certain things, or you move your hat a certain way.
I don't even know how to play spades.
Well, no, when you play spades, the board is telling a story. You just got to pay attention to the board.
Truth.
And most people have ADD, so.
Or they drinking too much, or they smoking too much.
Or
they,
that. Or that.
Socializing too much. They're not in the game.
Exactly. But a spade tournament in New York, that would be really, really, really good.
The Joe Budden Classic.
Should be.
He already has a Joe Budden Classic. He also plays a softball game? Kickball game.
Kickball.
Yeah.
Every summer kickball, we invite some of the fans over to Weehawken, and we play a few games of kickball.
It's a great field right there in Weehawken. The new one, right there on River Road.
Yeah, real good field, real nice view. We invite some fans over, and we do that probably. Well, we used to do it twice a month until my epic foot injury. It ended my kickball season.
Is your foot injury? How long have you been on crutches?
About a month.
Is it just being haphazard out here? What you was trying to do, bachata, rolled your ankle or something?
I jumped over something that I shouldn't have jumped over.
Why were you in a situation where you had to jump over something? It was just by choice. You were just trying to
Dukes of Hazzard car slide across the hood.
No, I'll tell you guys off the air.
Are you expected to heal 100%? You'll be all right?
Yeah, I should be fine. I should be totally fine. He said 8 to 10 weeks. So my birthday's August 31st. So
pool party at Joe's house when the cast comes up.
I just want to walk, man. I just want to walk again. It's amazing the things that we take for granted.
Walking without crutches?
Yeah, just it's a lot of really delicate bones in your foot. That morning piss, oh my God, it kills me every morning.
Why? What's so hard about it right now?
Because you wake up and you have to piss.
So then
the piss has to come out.
You have to rush to the bathroom, Rosenberg.
And I have to grab crutches, and I have to hike over my dogs who never want to move. And yeah, it's bad. It's horrible.
Yo, speaking of dogs, can we talk Cane Corso for a minute?
Sure. You got one?
I want one, but I'm not ready yet. My daughter's at home waiting for my daughter to get older, right?
Why? They're great with kids.
Yeah, I know. It's another kid, right? When you have a puppy and you're raising a dog,
Definitely.
You got to be on it. My schedule it wouldn't be fair to a dog right now. It's barely fair to my family, my schedule, right? So bringing a dog in is just like, what are you doing?
To the dog.
But Cane Corso, thumbs up all the way around.
Great dog.
How many do you have?
Amazing dog. I have 2 dogs, one Cane Corso. I have one King Corso. My cousin has an African Mastiff.
What's the difference?
Much bigger than my dog.
African Mastiff is.
That dog is much bigger than my dog. Not as he's way too friendly. Yeah.
That's an interesting description for a dog.
Too friendly?
Yeah, because well, my cousin's issue is you have this huge dog, and he lives right here in the meatpacking district. So white people just come up to the dog and just start petting the dog. Like you don't. That's not something that should happen. You don't just come up petting a strange dog.
Dog talk.
Yeah, why is that bad? Why is that
why
bad?
is that bad? That's something I always do.
Yeah, well, I pet strange dogs.
You shouldn't pet a dog that huge that you do not know.
It's that big a dog.
Yeah.
You should. You mean you're saying you should have at least you should at least feel obligated
that's
to go. Can
that-
I pet your dog?
Yeah, I always ask though.
That's
Do
what
you
I'm
probably
saying.
don't even
Like,
ask?
No,
Right?
no, I do.
I always
There's
ask.
dog etiquette. And,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
That's improper dog etiquette.
So, but you're saying it's because the dog is so friendly faced.
Well, because the dog is so friendly, there's no recourse to this happening. So now my cousin has to be a jerk and curse people out that come do that. That would never happen to my dog.
Because your dog puts off an aura of "Don't touch me, I'm Joe Budden the dog."
A stranger is just not coming to touch my dog.
Either one?
without feeling threatened. No, one of my dogs
Me too.
is a punk. You can come touch him. He'll show you where the safe is if you break in my house. He's cuddly. He doesn't even know he's a pit. It's like a backward pit.
My
But
Pomeranian
pits
is
are
really
cuddly.
ferocious too.
Pits have a bad reputation,
pits
but
are
they're
cuddly.
They really
great
do.
dogs.
No, they do. They do. Your pits are bad if you train them to be bad.
Any dog
like
is
any
bad.
dog.
If you
So-
anything that's living creature that you train
good
to be
point.
bad is
But
bad.
if you go up to the King Corso and you try to just be like, "Hey,"
You wouldn't do that to my dog.
but if you did, would something happen?
Probably so.
But what if you said, "Can you tell the dog like, no, it's cool"? Is there a?
Oh yeah, but the dog only halfway listen to me. So, I mean, the dog is a guard dog by nature.
King Corso,
his
yeah.
temperament is to protect. So if someone is too close to me or there's a stranger around, like he's not with it. Like I try to take him outside sometimes thinking I'm doing a really good thing, and he feels like it's punishment. He's barking at birds, the trees, like he hates
What do
it.
you mean you take him out sometimes? How often does the dog get to go out?
No, I mean out on an adventure.
Oh, got it. Not just for a walk around.
Like to the park.
Okay. As opposed to just like around the house.
Pete, you probably don't understand what I'm saying because I'm talking about like real men dogs, not that little bum dog you got in your house. That little tiny girly dog.
That's not a girly
He's
dog.
so
It's a
cute.
real guy. No, he is cute. It's just like not a man dog.
No, fine. He's not a girly dog. He's not a man dog, but he's not a girly dog
He's not a
either.
man dog. And those little tiny dogs that aren't like men dogs, like every time your doorbell rings and he starts acting tough, like dog, knock it
That's
off.
my dog.
and then the door
Knock it off.
opens and they're quiet and they run away.
Yeah. Come on. I'm talking about like man stuff. I see you got a lot of questions. You're real inquisitive right now.
No. This is actually, I think this is more honestly a race issue, a division of the way people see their dogs. I think generally in my experience, black people have a different expectation for their dogs than white people do. That's why white people have the dogs in the bed and they're all over the blah, blah, blah. Whereas half the black people I know don't even let dogs in the house. Like their job is to protect the house and that's it. It's like the dog is hired help.
He just said that his dog is on his bed. What are you talking about?
Okay, I didn't say every person's the exact same. I'm pointing
I
out a
don't know if
difference.
it's cultural. I don't know if it's
You don't
race
think
either.
there are cultural differences between
I
white
think there-
people's
I
dogs
think
and black
there
people's
are
dogs?
I know some white people.
Well, time out. All love
I know
lost.
some white people.
I know we're getting caught up in dog talking. All love lost.
Okay,
October
sorry.
9th. Just throwing that out there.
You got any songs about your dog on the album?
No.
See,
No,
see, that's a black thing. If he was white, he would have a full ballad about
I don't
the dog.
think I know black people who have nice dogs, and I know white people who have.
And it's not about the niceness of the dogs; it's the expectations for the dogs.
Yeah, but I know black people who just have regular dogs who are in the house and they hang out and they walk their dog and their dogs are friendly. I think that is specific to him, right? Who wants his dog to be intimidating.
You're saying that a stereotype and a generalization isn't completely true down the board.
No.
I'm aware of that. I'm just pointing out a generality that I've
I'm
noticed in my
offended
life.
by you asking a question
what-
or asserting
Yeah, yeah.
anything about a stereotype.
I know you
How
should be.
dare you?
How dare I
Yeah.
suggest
How
anything
dare you?
Yeah, I'm glad you said that.
about a generalization?
Yeah.
Who are these people who do these things where they mention generalizations
And
to talk
stereotypes to talk about
You
it.
know what? I apologize.
You
and
should.
everyone's dogs are the same. We are all equal, and everyone is the same in the way we all think about everything. And I apologize.
Exactly.
But
There
I
you
do
go.
some things that are pegged as like white people stuff with my dogs. Like
For example?
every time I kiss my dogs in the mouth, like, and I do it on Instagram. People
Now
say,
that.
See, you're not shocked by that.
No, I'm super shocked.
See, that is the whitest thing
Matter
ever.
of fact, I think black people are going to turn on you, and they're going to come for you.
It wouldn't be the first time.
It wouldn't be the first time.
Wouldn't be the first
and it won't
time.
be the last.
But I don't think that's a race thing. I think it's a dog lover thing. Like dog lovers kiss their dogs in the mouth.
What do you say? Kiss in the mouth? What do you mean?
Hey, Pete, what are you trying to do? Like, what was confusing about my sentence?
Like, do you lick back? Like, so the
Thank
dog's
you.
licking
you
your
want to know?
mouth?
You want to know if I put my tongue in my dog's mouth?
Some people, isn't that what people mean sometimes?
Do you put your tongue
No,
in
well,
his
I
mouth?
assume what you mean is I kiss my dog like right next to his mouth. I kiss his nose. I let him lick me, but I don't like.
Put your tongue in his mouth.
I don't French kiss
Why
the
would
dog.
you be? Yo, what type of stuff are you into? You into like some bestiality? When people talk about kissing a dog, they're not talking about French kissing a
Ebro
dog.
has asked me point blank. You put your
I'll
tongue
be
in the
like-
dog's
I'll
mouth?
be like, so your dog's licking. Do you put your tongue out while
He
your dog's
straight up
licking and
asked
lick
me
back?
that, and I had to explain to him, no, that's not what it means. I'm trying to get you to support what I mean.
No,
Only because
don't-
I've seen this before.
You've seen people.
I've
French
seen
kiss their
people,
dogs.
the dog is licking, they're licking. Everybody licking.
I don't think you've seen that. I don't think you've seen that.
I mean, that's what it looked like to me.
See?
So that's what I thought
all
I
right,
saw.
I don't French kiss my dog. I just kiss him in the mouth.
Open or closed mouth?
His
So
mouth.
you don't even know. You
Doesn't
don't
matter.
know.
It doesn't matter.
If I had a dog, first of all, you're not kissing me in my mouth. Period. That's not.
But you don't have a dog.
But if
You
I
ain't-
did,
you
I
ain't-
grew up with two.
You
I
would
had two
kiss him on
dogs.
the
I had
nose, like a little. Aw.
If you get a dog, you're kissing your dog in the mouth. Yes,
No,
you
I'm
are.
not.
All
It's not gonna
Well,
happen.
that remains to be seen because you don't have one.
So you're saying when you get home from a trip, dog comes up, is so excited to see you, and jumps up and
You
puts
can
his
get in
paws
here,
on
you
you,
can get in here,
and
you
starts
get-
licking your face.
you
You're
can
like, get
get-
the fuck off me!
you can
Don't
get
kiss
in-
my fucking face, dog!
No, you can get in here, or I just be like, nah, chill.
Nah.
When I had
chill.
dogs before,
When you were 12 in Sacramento? Like, what are you
when
talking
I had
about?
dogs before,
Yes, and the dog lived outside, by the way, also.
it was out just California. You put your dog outside, it's fine. It's very nice outside.
Except for the fucking coyotes.
Well, we didn't have that. That's not where we live. They have coyotes in Manhattan. What are you talking about? But anyway, yes, I didn't do that. But Joe, your album, it's on sale. You can go pick it up.
Oh, you're normally better at segues than that. That was horrible.
That was horrible.
You didn't even give him an effort.
Damn,
That was
pick
piss
up the
poor.
we went from coyotes in New York to my album.
You know, coyotes in New York are assholes. Joe Budden album.
Yeah, my album, All Love Lost, October 9th.
Joe Budden's new album, Coyotes in New York.
Any features on the album?
Yeah, who do I have on my album?
Come on, man.
I have Royce on my album, Royce the 5'9", my group mate. And I have Kisses on my album. And that's where it stops.
Production.
Oh, man. A-Rab is on my album. Justice League is on my album. Who else is on my album? Kid I work real closely with called, his name is Dark Knight, 8 bars.
Heard that.
Free?
Who else?
Frequency?
No, Frequency is not on my album.
Illmind?
Dahi is on my album.
Dahi, there we go.
Who else? It's all a blur.
For a Joe Budden fan, if I'm a hardcore Joe Budden fan, do I love this album? Do I hate this album?
Oh, you love the album if you're a hardcore Joe Budden fan. This is the opposite spectrum of my last album, No Love Lost, which hardcore Joe Budden fans probably hated. It's probably
And why is that?
very light for them.
Got it.
Very light.
Wasn't dark enough, wasn't depressed enough.
Yeah, they're used to much heavier content. So while this content is extremely heavy, it's concise. Like, it's direct. I almost want to call it a concept album, but I won't.
Why? Because it's not.
Do you think it sounds douchey to say it's a concept album?
Wait, what'd you say?
I said, do you think it sounds just douchey to call it a concept album?
There's nothing douchey about my album.
Do you understand? This is like, well, he just argues everything I said. You said I would call it a concept album, but I'm not.
Oh, okay, I got
And
it.
I'm
I got
saying,
what you're
yeah,
saying. I got what you're saying. No, not that. I just feel like concept albums like Good Kid, Mad City. To me, that's a concept album.
To Pimp a Butterfly also.
All the way through. Yeah, To Pimp a Butterfly as well. All the way through skits, everything. To every sound you heard sound like it went with the concept. So when it's not done that way, I'm just hesitant to call it a concept album.
Does Joe Budden ever go back and battle into a rap battle ever again? Does that ever happen again for you? In that format of the Total Slaughter or some sort of?
No.
You did it once.
I
That's
didn't
it.
even like that form.
What didn't you like about it?
I didn't. It wasn't battle rap in its essence to me.
It was too glam.
glitzy, glammy, too commercialized. Like that wasn't it. Yeah, I think I speak for Hollow and myself when I say that. That's in retrospect, of course.
Right.
That was
Going in, everybody felt like it was a good look for the battle rap culture.
Well, that's part of the reason that I did it, to bring some awareness. But you also wanted that adrenaline rush. Us rappers, we watch the URL battles, and that feeling that you get from the crowd, whether they're cheering, whether they're booing, whether they're just enthralled with your every word, that was very different. That was very different. Total Slaughter. So if I did do it again, it certainly wouldn't be on that platform.
You guys have also.
I shouldn't say that because I'm signed to Shady, but whatever.
It could happen again. And
Not with me. I wouldn't be doing it with Total Slaughter.
Really?
Yeah.
Speaking of Slaughterhouse and just Shady Records in general, the Southpaw soundtrack, which
Southpaw soundtrack out right now.
Yeah. And you guys have Slaughterhouse is pretty active on that soundtrack. Mm-hmm. Is the music also that you guys did in the movie itself, or is it just on the soundtrack?
I'm not certain about that. I'm not certain about
Got
that. I know it's on the soundtrack. I haven't seen the movie, and Paul, that's not a
said-
question I
yeah,
asked.
Right.
The soundtrack was perfectly fine with me, but they're big on soundtracks over
Yeah.
there.
I mean,
And the movie looks really good.
yeah, it does. It does.
The movie looks good.
Are you is Slaughterhouse? You guys have an album coming out as well, right?
Yeah.
Is there a date for that? Is that
At Shady, they keep everything
Under lock and
confidential,
key. Got it.
secret.
Yeah.
You can't know until 5 minutes before it's happening. So even if we knew the date, I'm sure Paul would be blowing my phone up saying, "Don't you say anything about the date right now."
Can you talk about recording?
About
Recording with Eminem? Are you guys any features of Eminem on Slaughterhouse? Is that you can't get any of that? Any of that?
I know we've been working very diligently on that album. It's an album that we're extremely proud of. We put a lot of hard work, blood, sweat, and tears into it, and we took a different approach. We took a different approach and did things a bit more on our terms, for lack of a better term. And the album sounds like that. It reflects that.
I have to say I'm a fan too of not only Slaughterhouse but also how Prime,
Primo
that project with Primo and then also even what Joel's doing with Illmind.
Joel and Illmind, Human, out right now.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And then
Crook is doing something with Static
Crook's
Selector.
doing something with Static. Like I like that. Like I think that's
It makes
just really
sense.
good for not only Slaughterhouse brand but for hip hop, and then just those albums where it's like, yo, I'm gonna focus this one producer. We're gonna do a whole complete project. I think it's a dope thing.
Yeah, it's great when you get a producer that's
Dynamic enough.
exactly,
to do that. Yeah.
exactly, and diverse enough to be able to carry that sound. I think Illmind is one of those people. Preem, Adrian Young, the work they did. Prime is an amazing project. Prime is one of my favorite projects to come out last year.
Yeah.
That shit is dope.
Yeah, it's really dope. So it's good. It's good when people do that. Are you about to ask me if I'm going to do that?
You saw where I was going.
Yeah, I did. I don't know if I would do that. I don't know.
And okay, let's say this.
Because I'm not sure who I would do that
I was just
with.
gonna ask you, like, what producer? Just anybody, just pull something out of the sky. If you could say, yo, this producer right here captures what Joe Budden is, and could put an album, a dynamic album with different sonics that still kind of are cohesive.
I'm gonna always go Just Blaze. I'm gonna always say him. I'm just a fan of that sound and what he's able to deliver. Actually, on Def Jam, when they say, "Oh, we dropped the ball on Focus, but we got one shot, one producer. We're getting you out of here. Who you want to work with?" Just Blaze.
Right.
Hit out the park.
Boom.
I'm always go with Just Blaze or A-Rap. Just Blaze is all over the place, man.
He's DJing now. He's big time.
But so is A-Rap, though.
Playing with
He's-
Transformers.
Yeah,
with Just Blaze. Just-
Buying Best Buy gift certificates. Hey, but you guys, that actually would be a very compelling project, though.
Oh, that would be amazing.
Like that would be great. Honestly, and I think that would really be great for both of your careers. Like it would be a good look for everyone.
You know, just not too long ago, he was releasing these amazing instrumental, like these beats that he was doing. He was just putting them out at 2 a.m. on Twitter, and I'm like, yo, dog, what are you doing right now? Why are you putting these amazing soundscapes out in the universe? Like, let a rapper get on. And nobody has touched these. Nobody has touched them either. Nobody has rapped on them.
Perfect. You can do without them then.
I have my own theory about that.
Which is
Well, rappers don't rap today.
truth.
Rappers don't rap. Rap is in a very different.
Well, there are
space
rappers
right
that
now.
rap. A lot of them are battle rappers, right? They're really rapping, but they're not making songs.
No, I'm talking about
per se.
I'm talking about music. I'm talking about music. The rappers today, like, it's hip hop is like a weird fusion of
singing and
singers that can't really sing.
That's huge. That is in
Like
right
that's
now.
the thing. And if you can sing, we don't want to hear that. So you got
don't sing too good.
Nope.
yeah, really.
That's not the thing.
And singers that sing really well are rapping not so well.
Yeah, it's weird, and I don't say that to slight anyone. Like, it's working and it's great, but it's very different. It's just different.
But there's some rappers rapping. Did you get a chance to sit with the Vince Staples album yet?
Not yet.
That was.
I hear really good things about.
listen.
I hear great things about that album. Chance the Rapper's album. I hear
Yes.
amazing things about. So I mean, you have rappers that are rapping. I don't want to make it sound like everyone is doing one thing, because that's not what's taking place. But it's different.
Are you a fan of Meek's album?
I like a few.
George,
I like
what?
a few of the songs. I like the songs I like.
Yeah.
on there. I like Stand Up.
I'm happy. Yeah, stand up's tough.
I like.
I like the one
Trillis.
with Swizz.
I like the Swiss one.
Yeah, I like the Swiss one a lot. That Bangladesh produced. They almost fooled me into thinking it's Swiss. Did.
That was my first thought too.
Yeah. But I like that one. So I like the songs that I like from that album.
Any other projects right now that Joe Budden is a super fan of, that other than your own stuff or your clique?
Nah, I say all the time I'm a big R&B guy. Like, I listen to R&B. I don't just wake up and blast
Rap music.
Blast some trap shit in my house. Like, I got
Any new R&B that you're into? Like really current? Are you a Weekend guy?
I love Earn It. I love the entire 50 Shades soundtrack.
It's good.
That entire soundtrack is real good.
Party Next Door? No.
I love Party. I really like Miguel's new album. What do you? What's that?
No, I'm saying, yeah,
okay.
it's
She's
a
got a
good
deep voice.
Yeah, I got to check.
Yeah. I'm like, yeah.
I like Miguel's new album a lot. I like his last album. I just listen to all types of R&B. All types of R&B.
It was a good conversation. It was almost like I'll name this podcast later.
Oh, I'm glad someone mentioned the podcast.
/ Ebro in the Morning / Juan Epstein.
All
What do you
together.
do? Do you have any side projects of recording? / Sirius XM. Now you got to speak in Spanish. Go.
No. I actually do with Miss Info.
Oh, you guys are working on something? Are you allowed to
Finally.
talk about it?
No, not yet. You know she's
Nobody
great.
hold their
You
breath
just
for the
talked
release
about it. I
date.
don't think you're supposed to talk
I
about
just
it.
mentioned
How's she doing?
She's
doing
good.
great.
I just saw her baby. So cute.
Great. That's wonderful. Love Menu.
Mommy info.
Yeah.
But yes, Joe does do a great podcast every week.
Is it great?
He is really great. Joe is an entertaining character.
Okay.
I think Joe, I don't know where the ceiling is for Joe or how much time he wants to put into doing broadcasting, but he is fucking good. As you know, because he used
that
to
would be podcasting.
No, but he's good at broadcasting too.
Got it.
I don't know how much time he wants to put into that. As you remember, he hosted the same show that we do.
Yeah, he was on the morning show. He used to sleep under the board. Not have to
Well,
give him
that
a
was the
microphone.
problem.
Or he'd sneak in the back room and crack the window open and smoke cigarettes. I'd be like, yo, my man.
Well, of course he
Well,
did.
that's back when Hot was a little more street. We could crack a door and go smoke something. we could do a few things up here that can't
do that
happen.
now.
Can't happen
Did you
today.
were there any crazy moments during the Joe Budden year on Hot 97 mornings?
Yeah, Smackfest.
Smackfest, was that all on your watch?
Oh, that originated with that first. It was me, him, Miss Info.
Yeah, that was a big thing back then to invite.
04, right?
Yeah, to invite people up and just have them smack
The shit out of each other. I mean, it's iconic.
I still can't believe you guys did that.
Yeah, no,
Ugh.
that was a really big thing, but it worked.
What was the worst one? Any teeth?
Oh, man, we seen a lot. We seen a dude get smacked into the wall one time,
No.
almost melted. His eyes started
Oh
bleeding.
yeah.
And he wouldn't give up, and I kept telling him to give up, and he was bleeding out, and he was like, no. And the dude that was smacking him had just got back from, like, Iraq. Remember, it was like Sergeant somebody first DJ
Yeah.
somebody, and the DJ dude was getting his face tore off. And I was like, yo, my man, you could quit now. He was like, no, and the sergeant screaming at him, remember, don't quit, don't quit.
Yeah, no. Those were good days. Good times.
How did it end?
Back
How
then.
did the Joe Budden time at Hot 97 end? Do you remember?
With, I think it was the Def Jam at a certain point. It was
Yeah.
like, yo, get the fuck off the radio.
Yeah, Kevin Lyles, he had enough of that.
He was like, yo, get the fuck off the
Why?
radio.
In what way though? Like
his
just
theory,
distracting?
His theory was not that it was distracting, even though it probably was. But his theory was that it's just too much accessibility. I can't expect a consumer to go purchase your album when they can hear you every morning.
And at the time, was the competition like not playing any of your music? Did it affect you musically?
Well, at the time there was no competition.
It was pre-competition.
No, there was competition. 105, Power 105 was here. It's just you didn't have music out. You was between albums. That was the whole. That was the whole shit. So it wasn't like.
But I won't say that they weren't much of a competitor back.
Yeah,
in,
what was
04.
That was after Star and Buck left here.
Were they
I think
there yet?
Star and Buck might have. Did they? Or Ed
No,
Lover
they were
was still
gone.
on over there.
Yeah.
Ed Lover was still on over there. That's right.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's what it
Yeah,
was.
different times back then. I mean,
Wow, who was there then? That was Big Tigger days, right? Tigger, Ed Lover was over there.
No, it was Ed.
Well, Ed was in the morning. Tigger was going up against Flex at night.
yeah,
Yeah.
That's what it was.
yeah,
Yeah.
different, everything different back then. Like I don't know if Kevin Liles would say that today.
Well, because social media gives
Yeah, everyone's
everybody
accessible now.
Access is almost a part of your marketing now in some ways, whatever
but-
access it's going to be.
Yeah, but that was kind of my point that I was arguing to him.
Well, you're ahead of your time, bro.
Yeah,
Even with
unfortunately.
YouTube. You fathered YouTube. You fathered YouTube relationships.
Yeah, I know why old Mika thinks I'm not for black love. I'm all for black love.
Hashtag love wins.
I'm all for love, period.
But you-
black or white or Spanish.
Yeah, yeah.
All love.
Do you
Yeah,
see yourself
all
getting
love.
married?
I'd like to. It's difficult to get married nowadays.
Why?
Because bitches ain't shit.
See, there it goes.
Really?
He was just about to win them over.
So it goes
and
both
then
ways.
No.
That's not true, bro.
Go-
No.
No. Your review. You said the therapist said your
Listen,
review process is fucked
I'm
up.
kidding about
Screening
bitches ain't
process.
shit.
Oh, there you go.
Of course, that was the rapper in me. But like I talked to a few of my friends that are around your age today, and yeah, your age, not mine. And just if you knew that social media and technology would be the way that it is today, you maybe don't play the good girl that you had 15 years ago, 10 years ago. You might do some things differently because the dating pool today is just it's a muck. It's a muck. It's crazy.
I agree.
It's slim pickings.
Got it.
It's not only is it slim pickings, but I mean, shit, I don't know who my dad would be if my mom was able to DM Prince in the 70s. Just send a direct message to Prince or Marvin Gaye or somebody. Like
Assuming your mom would do that. You
my
think she
mom would
would
100% send a direct message to Prince. That would happen.
See, and this is why he does a great podcast for that.
That there's no doubt about that. My mom would tell you that out of her mouth. My dad or Prince? My dad's a great guy. But Prince? Yeah. So I mean that's the era that we're caught up in today.
Yeah.
Where, Instagram and all of this is all these platforms are just like supermarkets for celebrities. And while that's good when you're just looking for a quick nut, when you're looking for something of a little bit more substance,
No boy.
not so much.
No bueno.
Not so much.
Joe Budden, pick up the album. What's it called again?
I didn't
All
wanna,
Love Lost.
I didn't want to leave on such a sentimental note. Like, let's say something a little more hardcore.
The
before
Knicks.
I
What's wrong with your Knicks?
all right, that's more hardcore. I can do
What's
that.
wrong with your Knicks?
We're gonna
Is
be
it
all right.
fixable?
Yeah, it's fixable. We're gonna be all right.
Playoffs this year or no?
No. The
2
East,
years.
No, the East is not as weak as people think. The East is actually very, very improved.
Very strong.
Very, very improved. I got Charlotte, Orlando, Milwaukee, all winning probably 40 games. The Celtics.
Celtics.
Yeah, I'm about to say
Celtics.
The Celtics will win 40 again. So I mean, it's not.
The Nets will
it's
win
not that bad.
45.
No, the Nets are not at.
I don't know where you jumped ahead of the Celtics as the Nets, but hey, okay.
No, the Nets are not. Oh yeah, you're a Brooklyn fan, right?
Man,
are you still?
I'm Brooklyn.
Are you
Brooklyn.
still?
I'm going with Brooklyn.
No. I know you're
No,
a fan
the
of
Lakers
Brooklyn.
are
you,
my team.
Yeah, but you was repping the Nets
But I
for a little while.
never repped the Knicks. That
The
never
Nets.
happened. No, the Nets. I still do.
when they was giving you free tickets and all
Yes, I
that.
still go.
Yeah.
Love the Barclays Center. Best facility in the city.
That team is trash, and Billy King is trash too.
He just kept it so 100.
They're
Well, we'll see
horrible.
about Phil Jackson.
They're really,
Basically,
really
right
bad.
now, Phil Jackson hasn't lived up to his money yet.
We'll be fine. We got Point Zingis.
you're-
Point Zingis.
You supporting this?
Yeah.
I support it too.
Well, I watched Summer League games. He looks good.
He looks very good.
He looks good. He doesn't look like such a defensive liability. And
The
anybody that-
defensive thing is gonna be an issue. He's European.
he's got to
Stop it.
gain weight. Well, no, he doesn't. He doesn't look like that.
He doesn't play his offense like that. His defense will be an issue. Porzingis' defense will be an issue.
It hasn't been. I mean, granted, it's Summer League, but he looks very aggressive and he's blocking shots. He blocked Okafor's shot 3 times the other night. Like, I watched that. I watched him beat Okafor. I watched him beat D'Angelo Russell. I'm watching him beat the people that were picked before him.
Mm-hmm.
Jump shot looks good. He looks aggressive. Like, he doesn't look like a European. He doesn't look like he plays that way.
All right.
But enough of my ESPN stuff. Joe Budden, All Love Lost, October 9th. Go out there and get it. What's up? You was pointing at me.
Good seeing you.
Oh, Oh, thanks. I thought I would get a more enthusiastic goodbye than that, but
It's never good enough. I'm telling you, it's never enough.
I guess not.
It's never enough for this
all right.
dude. You can't
I'll
rap
take
a
it.
show with him. That's
No.
why he does a
And
podcast.
then the guy gave me a point and said, good seeing you. Don't give me the fucking...
Generic point.
Give it
Yeah,
up for
well,
Joe Biden one time. Joe Biden on the
Yeah.
show.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. I heard Papoose is goodbye from fucking 50 feet away. I get fucking... good seeing
That's
you.
because Pap keeps it short. He's in and out, promotes his music. Done.